Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna make an outfit from scratch. Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Antoine here / gratitude. Today, I decided that I want to make a full new outfit for my gig this week. It is Monday today. Last night I did order a wig, so it's arriving today, hopefully, and I'll be able to style it in this video as well. But also, I kind of want to make the outfit as well. So we're going to go to the fabric shop now, check what's available. I do have an idea of what I want. I don't have any sketches or anything, because I kind of want to see what materials there is. When I see the materials, I will obviously then come up with the idea even clearer. But we're going to go to the fabric shop. I'm going to bring you along with me, and we are gonna buy our fabric before we get started with this outfit. I'm thinking kind of a little bit of bigger hair than I usually do is what I'm gonna go for. Maybe an off-shoulder kind of dress or a full one. I'm not sure yet. I know I want a dress and I want sparkles. That I know. Maybe feathers if I have time. It is Monday today, and I need this for Thursday. So I've got about 3 days to work on it. So I'm gonna bring you along with me. Let's make an outfit totally from scratch. Hey you guys, editing Antoine over here. I just realized that I did not really explain how I'm doing this video. So I'm gonna put it into two different sections. You've got the outfit section first, and then the hair section after. So you know where you're at, and it's not like chop and change. So yeah, we've got the hair last, but first, let's start with the outfit.
And I find myself wondering what did I...
And there we are. The fabric is now acquired. I've got it. I've got like a purpley, glittery one. I know it's stretchy. I've used it in different colors, so I know how to use it, and the machine is fine with it. It's stretchy enough, not too stretchy, but stretchy enough to go over like all my padding and everything, which is what I needed. And it was the last bit of the roll, so I got a little special discount on it, which is amazing. I love this place. If you're in Swansea and want fabric, go to Lee Mills. If you're in Swansea, you probably know about them already, and so yeah, I got that. Waiting for the wig to arrive as well. I'm thinking like a little curly, big moment for me, and a little mini dress, probably off the shoulder, I'm thinking. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I have now got some other bits and bobs to be doing today. It is Monday, as I said, so Monday following off from my last vlog. So yeah, I'm getting some stuff done that I need to get done today to take them off my To Manifest table, as we spoke last time. If you've not seen that video, go and watch it. But yeah, I'm going to carry on with that. I'll catch you later on when I start patterning the dress and all of that. Good morning you guys, it is the next day and I'm about to start patterning the dress out now. Now, I am no seamstress. I've never trained in this, and I just do it because I know what works for my body and what doesn't, and how I do it for drag. So if you want to follow this tutorial, I'm telling you I am no seamstress, but I kind of churned out some dresses, so I know kind of what I'm doing, what works for drag. So to do this, you need a few bits. So you need paper, tracing paper. I tend to just use brown paper, to be honest. Marker pen, a pair of scissors, and I like using a dress that I already own. Now I know that this dress fits me properly, fits me exactly how I want it, so I take the pattern of a dress that I have before. And to do this, what I do is lay down the brown paper on the floor. I lay down the dress and in half on the end of the paper, like I'll show you now, and basically mark around it, leaving like an extra inch all around it with the marker pen, and then I cut it, and that gives me the pattern of what I need to cut the materials from. So I will do that for the main body of the dress, so this bit, and then I'll also do the bit of the sleeve, because I know I'm going to have one sleeve. I'm going to leave a little bit of more extra than an inch, because I know that I want to have a little shoulder pad on it, so I need to give it a little more room for me to, work around. I'm going to cut now from here and show you exactly what I'm doing on the floor.
Into the last 10, I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now
over here, as you can see, I've got this main part of the dress, and that is the sleeve. Now this is going to be done on a fold, the dress, so that is why it's only half a dress, but I know that I will have to adjust this, because if I do this on a fold, it's going to have 2 sleeves, whereas I know I want it to be 1 sleeve, so I'm still going to cut it on a fold, and then when I've got the materials cut out, I will lay them on top of each other and just cut right through to here. Bryn wants to say hello. Bryn, hello. And that is the sleeve pattern. Now for the sleeve I do the exact same thing, do it a little bit bigger. I'd rather have it bigger than have it smaller, and then I'll be able to cut through it. And at the end over here, it's like a little S shape. And I kind of freehand that and then play around with it on the machine. But that is basically what the patterns look like. I'll cut them out now and get the materials ready so I can cut out the fabric. So now that I've cut my patterns out, I'm about to start cutting my fabric. So for this part, I'm going to need the pattern pieces that I've just cut, the fabric obviously, pair of scissors and pins, like sewing pins. Put the paper on with the fabric so it doesn't move when you're cutting through it. This is very important because if it moves around, you've cut the pattern for no reason basically. So yeah, that is what I'll do now. I will lay the fabric flat on the floor, the right side facing up, and then I will fold it on top of each other so that it's like the right faces are facing each other and the top bit is the wrong side, the part that we want it to be the inner side of the dress. So I'll show you now exactly how I do it.
All the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
So I have now cut all the pattern pieces. I've cut the sleeve separately and I've cut 2 pieces of the dress, one for the front, one for the back. Now as I said, I want it to be a 1-shoulder dress, so we've got to cut from the midway point down to the other armpit. I'm going to open it, lay them together and cut that out as well. So I'll show you exactly how I do that. So I've opened the dress patterns now, and as you can see I've laid them on top of each other. I've got the right sides facing each other. Ooh, there. And what I need to do is I need to cut from this V point here down to here. So all I'm going to do is just follow the line across.
Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other.
Hello you guys, I am back. It's been a few hours now. I've had a driving lesson since, which went really well today. I'm really happy. And I've been clothes shopping because we're going on holiday soon. Well, end of the summer. And I saw that there's some sales on, so I went to grab some bargains whilst I could. But now I'm in my shed, where it's like my sewing room and where I store all of like the majority of my drag. It is a little bit of a tip in here, so if you see behind me it being a mess, that's fine. That's normal. But yeah, I'm in here with my lovely sewing machine and I'm about to start putting the dress together. So what I'll do is basically put the right sides of the fabric together of the main body of the dress really. I will pin them together and then I will run them through the machine. I've got a matching thread. I will do the bottom thread as well. And yeah, so I'll start doing that and I shouldn't be too long, I think.
Get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest.
And then we've got the first 2 seams done. So as you can see, this bit is connected now and the top bit is connected as well. If I open the dress, basically, that is sewn together and that side is sewn together as well. Now, I know that I am putting in a zipper on the other end. So what I'm going to do is actually, let me think. What I'm going to do is I am going to connect the bottom bit of the dress from the other end as well, so I can see up to where it goes. I've got my zipper over here, so that is the size of the zipper. That's how zippers come, and you've got a different like leg for the sewing machine, and swap it over to put this on. Basically, it's an invisible zip, so I know it's a little bit lighter, but the only thing that you will be able to see is just the, you know, where you actually put the zip up. I'm going to connect the other end like halfway up, I think, so then I can hide it and see what I can do. Okay, you guys, I got a little bit carried away, but I think I am getting there. I ended up not doing the zipper in the end, because since it's an open kind of neckline, it can just slip on. So yeah, I need to take some of the length off and, you know, just hem it all around. But I think it's not looking pretty bad. I might add something else, but I might make a choker, and I've got some bracelets to go with it as well. So yeah, I'm not disappointed with this. I think it's turning out to be cute number. Now with padding and everything, it's going to fill it out a little bit more. I think I am done for today. I might hem it later on tonight. I'll see though. I'm not a seamstress. I've never trained this, as I said, but I think this could work. It's a cute little number with the big hair that I'm styling. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this one, because I always find it so funny when I'm in drag, when I'm out of drag but in outfit. I think it's the most funniest thing ever. Even worse with the wigs, but I'll show you the wigs later on, because that's going to be hilarious. Anyways, purple glittery number is underway, and I'm liking it. Hello you guys, so it is the next day now, and I'm about to continue on the dress. So the dress shape is actually finished. I'm happy with the shape. I've got to hem it. I've got to hem the bottom of the dress and the sleeve. I would have liked to face the top rather than hem it, but I had to hem it because, as you saw in the beginning, it was the last bit of fabric they had. So I just had to have whatever they had, because I like that fabric. But I hemmed it anyway, so that's hemmed. I've got to do the sleeve, I've got to do the bottom of the dress. Then I found myself some shoulder pads, and I want to create a case for them, because if it peeks out, I don't want it to really be, you know, noticeable at all. So I'm going to try and create a case for them. I've never done this before, but I think I know how to. And other than that, the last thing that I do have to do actually is create a choker. I'm going to create a choker of the same material of the dress. I am going to try and create a choker, just basically take the measurement of my neck, fold the fabric into two is what I'm guessing I'll be doing, and then flip it over, and then I give it an iron so it can lay flat. Then I just have to put the buttons at the back of the choker, attach the shoulder pad, and yeah, that would be it, I think. But let's go hem the dress and start on these little bits and bobs now. So I kind of got carried away a little bit, and I hemmed the dress, I hemmed the sleeve, I took it in a little bit more because I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more fitting when I tried it on. I tried it with a corset, and you can't really see the corset through that much, so we'll see what I'll do tomorrow when I'm actually wearing it. But other than that, I've actually gone ahead and created a little pouch for my shoulder pad. Basically, the shoulder pad will get sewn in by hand now over the seam over here, and basically, since the sleeve bit is quite small, I found it's going to be covered with hair anyways, but if anything is seen, it's not going to be just a little white shoulder pad, it's going to be the actual same fabric. So yeah, to do this, all I did is basically lay the shoulder pad flat, cut around it on a folded fabric. The fold goes on this side, and then I just sewn the seam, stuffed the shoulder pad in, and the end bit, it's not the tidiest as you can see, but you know, it'll do. Obviously it's going to be at the back as well, so it doesn't really matter, and it's on the inside. Again, I am not a seamstress, I'm not making these couture gowns, you know what I mean? This is just for me to use for my personal use. I measured my neck, and again, I made this little choker. It'll go around my neck. All I've got to do with it is actually put the attachments on either end, the popper buttons, and I kind of want to give it a little iron first, so I make sure that it lays flat before I put the poppers on. So yeah, that is the outfit nearly done. It is now 8:10 in the night. I need to cook, still I haven't eaten, and all of that. So it is Wednesday night. I got all day tomorrow to fiddle around with all of this, basically to put the shoulder pad on, to put the poppers on this, to iron the choker, and yeah, the wig is also done, but as you would have found out at the beginning of this vlog, I kinda want to do half and half, so the dress first and the wig later, so it doesn't get confusing. If, you know, if anyone watches this and they like it, they can actually recreate it themselves. So yeah, carry on tomorrow now. The wig is done. This is gonna look gorgeous with it, I'm pretty sure, and I'm really happy with it so far. But yeah, I got a little bracelet as well that is actually the same purple, so yeah, I can't wait to put it on tomorrow now. But yeah, this is what I love about drag, guys. I get to, you know, my creative side, not just with my makeup. I make the outfit, I make the wig, and yeah, just makes you that little bit more proud when you've actually put it all on, because you see your vision coming to life, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it makes it really exciting, makes me really proud of myself that I managed to, you know, pull it off and make a look from scratch. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you for tonight. I'll join you back tomorrow with the wig on, with the dress on, and I'll show you what the final look looks like. I can't wait for you to see it, guys. Hello, you guys. I am back, and now we are about to start working on the wig. Now, I've got my wig here. It's just arrived. And first of all, I have to do a little bit of measurements and check how it fits my head. That is the first step that I always do with my wigs. So this is the wig out of the bag. It's in its net, as you can see. It's a lace front wig. It cost me about £45, I think. And I think for a synthetic wig, that is actually decent. It's not too expensive, it's not too cheap. I've had this wig before in different colours, and the quality is good. So that's why I always go back to it. And the company is Sapphire Wigs. I always go with them for my synthetics. Well, not always, but I regularly go with them because they're a little bit cheaper than other brands, and I find that it's easy to work with. As someone like me, who I'm not a wig maker, someone who's like very clever and very good with wigs, that is not me. So yeah, I find that it's easy to work with. If I find a brand that works, they usually tend to be the same. So yeah, I'm gonna prop it on my head now. I'm gonna give it a little brush first, then pop it on my head and see how it fits across my forehead, over my ears. I like to cut in because you can cut in the excess lace basically and the excess hair that goes over your ear, because first of all, if I'm in drag for about 8 hours, I do not want my ears to be like jammed for all that time. And second of all, it just gives me a better look. Like, I like my ears to actually be seen rather than tucked under my wig. I don't like that look for me. I know some people do, but unfortunately that's not for me. So you'll be seeing me cut into the lace and all that right now. So I'm about to start brushing the wig. All you need is like a paddle brush like this. This is just from B&M, a little kids one, just £2.99. And this is the wig in my hand. So I start from the bottom and work my way upwards. As you can see, it just untangles any tangles that it comes with, and it makes it a little bit more easier to work with. So yeah, start from the bottom, work your way up. As you can see, the wig is actually really nice quality. It feels good. It doesn't shed too much. As you can see, I've been going at it already for a while, and it's not that much hair missing. I'll show you the lace now as well, and I'll show you the hairline, because that's very important in drag, at least for me. It is. I will probably customize the hairline a little bit, just pluck away at it, nothing too major. But yeah, gives it a little brush, and that way the hair is revived and back to normal to work with. So there we are. That's the brush now basically done. I've covered it a little bit longer, just to make sure I've brushed through all the hairs. Whilst I have it here as well, before I prop it on and everything, I wanted to show you how the front of the wig actually arrives. So that is the lace, as you can see. And this is the hairline of the wig. As you can see, I mean, it's not the premium quality, but it's good enough for me that I can work with it. And basically, just as I said, pluck some of the hairline myself. But it already comes really, really nicely. So yeah, that is the wig. A little blonde number with rooted as well, which I like. Makes it a little bit more natural, I believe. Comes in a curly style, which makes it better for me because I don't have to curl it. It's not a wig that I want to be super curly, so I can work with the curl that it came with. It makes it easier. And the front of it is lovely. The lace, as you can see, is quite clear as well, so I'm really happy with it. But over my makeup, that'll go brilliantly. So now I've got the wig on my head, as you can see. I've brushed it a little bit, and I really like the fit of it, to be honest. So there's like 2 clips at the back of every wig, and you clip them in, there's like little hoops for it, and you put them on your, the size that you want it at. And then I gave it a little brush, as you can see, and yeah, so far I'm liking it. But if you look closely to here, as I told you, the wig goes over my ear, and I don't like that look for me personally. So this is why it's very important for me to fit the wig on my head before I actually start styling it. If I start styling it as it is, then the style will stay in it because of the amount of hairspray and background that we're going to give on this wig, that it will have to remain over my ears, and I don't particularly like that. So what I'm going to do now, I've got a few clips here, and I'm going to clip the front piece of the hair backwards so we can cut just above the ear.
In the last chapter, you gave me the soul I have today. Without you, I never could have moved away.
So now the wig is all clipped back, and as you can really see now, it goes over my ear. So I've got myself some scissors. What I will do is I'm going to cut straight into the lace, into the hair. I won't go all the way. I will take the wig off my head to then keep cutting it through it. And then I'll try it on again.
But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed.
And as you can see, the wig is starting to relax on my head. It's not that tight anymore, which makes it a bit breathier, makes it a little bit comfier to wear for such long hours that we're in drag for. But I'm going to prop it off my head. I'm going to carry on cutting into it, and then I'll come back with the wig on and show you how it actually fits. So basically, I have now cut the excess lace, and as you can see, you know that you've cut it when the wig fits over your ear. If I wanted to put it back, it can stay there, and that is what I want to achieve basically for the looks of my wigs. Now, you might say that's a little bit too short. It's fine when this is all blended in with makeup, all stretched and glued down, and my sideburns will be either shaven or probably glued down as well. You won't see the difference. So yeah, that is what I've done so far on the wig. What I'll do next is I'll prop it onto a wig block and a stand, and I will pin it down all over the lace. Basically, I will put like a ribbon so it doesn't ruin the actual lace, it doesn't pierce directly through it. I'll show you that as well. And basically, what I'll do next is I will see what part I want, which side I want the hair to go, if I want a middle part, if I want a side part, and decide on that. And then I will give the wig a little trim. Giving the wig a little trim makes it a bit more realistic, a bit more come to life. So that's what we're going to do next. So here is now the wig on the wig block on the stand, as you can see. So little bit of things that I've learned throughout the years is that the wig block actually has like 3 lines on purpose. There's one in the middle of the head and 2 on either third, basically. So if your wig comes with a middle parting, make sure that you get the middle part on that line so you know where the face is going to lay. I then put this kind of ribbon on it. It's basically a bit of scrap fabric, and I've blocked it down with pins on either side, as you can see. And I also tend to cover my wig head with cling film because any excess residual makeup from, you know, previous wigs, any excess hairspray, it doesn't go onto the new lace. So yeah, I tend to do that with cling film and change the cling film before I style a wig. So that's what I've just done. So to part the wig, as I said, we have the 3 lines. I tend to follow, if I know that I want my hair to sweep this way, I will obviously go from this side and flip to that side. So I tend to follow the 3rd line in, and it's around here. And I'll put a rat tail comb through it. I'm gonna have to go in front of the camera like that, so then I can pull and fiddle around with how I want this to look. Now with synthetic wigs and just lace fronts, not a full lace wig, you've got to be careful to, you know, make sure you don't show all the bits and bobs of the wig underneath. You really need it to look as real as possible. We can do that with the way we part it, we can do it with the way that we back comb the wig as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot to it really, but that is the way I want my wig to fall. So the wig, as we've seen, is now blocked. It is all part of the way I want it. Next thing to do is give it a little trim. Now this could be terrifying. When I started doing this, I was actually quite terrified. I didn't know how to do it. Thankfully, I had help. I've got drag queens who know how to work hair. I've got friends who are hairdressers, so they've taught me a little bit, and there's a lot of tutorials on the internet. This is not a tutorial. I'm telling you, I am no hairdresser, so this is just what kind of works for me. So what I do is I don't like to take anything of the length, because the length is quite nice, how I want it to be. Plus when it's back on, it's going to be a little bit shorter, so we don't want that. I like to give a little bit more layer, so the hair can flick nicer and have that a little bit of better thin. What I do is take a chunk of hair. Let's not start at the very front. Let's start a little bit further back. I am actually going to put the scissors down and brush through it first to make sure that it is all connected. And you can see how it's not just from one area. It's like a whole paddle brush worth of hair. I will hold it up, and we're going to cut from this way going downward. So basically, I'm just going to go in with thinning shears. I found that these work the best for me. And you see, I didn't cut a lot of hair. But since we've cut at a diagonal whilst pulling away, that creates a little bit more volume, creates a little bit more layer. The amount of backcombing and everything we're going to do is going to cover quite a lot if you make any mistakes here. Don't go too close to the actual head. We don't want to have like hair stopping here, do we? So pull it up and away and kind of start halfway through, just thinning it out. We are not fully cutting everything, we are just thinning out. These are thinning shears. It's like a comb on one side and like a sharper blade on the other end.
I'm just as surprised as you. Is this?
So guys, as you can see, I've given the wig a little trim. Let me put my cup down. It doesn't look that much different, but if you look closely at it, you can see like this hair is shorter. Over here is more layered, and that's basically what I wanted to achieve. I wanted to achieve a little bit more layers so I can play with more. The more layers you have, the more volume you can create, even in your synthetic wigs. I think that's a pretty good start on the wig. I was thinking of plucking the hairline, but when I did pop it on earlier, I kind of noticed that, you know what, the hairline is actually really good already. So I'm not going to play around with it. But yeah, that is the wig as it stands right now. I think for today, I'm going to leave it there. That was a very good start. What I have to do next is basically, I will start section by section, backcombing the hair. So giving the hair the volume. So I will clip this up and then start with the rest of the hair. I'll be back with you when we're backcombing this wig. Hello you guys, it's a few days later. It is now Wednesday. The gig is tomorrow and this wig is still looking quite flat for my liking. So I'm going to start teasing her up. Now, teasing her up is the most annoying bit, I would say, for me personally. It takes a while. Could take hours, to be honest. Oh, I just chucked my brush on the floor. But yeah, basically, we're going to have to tease her all the way up. Starting from the back, all the way to the front. We want her to be big. We want her to have volume. We want her to be voluminous. Is that a word? And we want her to be a drag queen looking wig. So that's what I'm going to do next. So for this process, you're going to need a teasing brush, a little, you know, brush just like this, a clip so we can section the hair and put it up, and the same old paddle brush as well. Later on, we're going to need a hairdryer and also some very strong hairspray, but at the moment, this is what we're going to start with. So yeah, I'm going to start sectioning up the hair and I'll show you exactly what to do. So now, as you can see, I've got the hair sectioned up. I've got a little bit of hair here and a lot more hair over there, so I'm going to do it section by section. I did pull the stand a little bit higher because I'm working on the back of the wig, so if you like this, you ruin your back if you're like that all the time. So I'm going to grab my teasing brush, and basically what I'll do is grab section by section, small sections, and you just want to tease into the hair. So we want to get it into the root. So I like to do it in like 3 things and in. 3 and in. 3 and in. And I am creating a big old cloud of hair. That's what we want, basically. Moving on to the next section, we're going to do this all throughout the hair now. Yes, it's going to look very, very messy, but we need to trust the process. We'll brush this all out later on, so yeah, do not worry at all. And now, when you have a big cloud of hair like this, the first section, I tend to grab my brush and brush the ends so that we make it come a little bit more together, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit harder to brush through now than before, obviously, because we've created all this teasing into the hair. But this is what's going to give the structure. This is the most important part. So with drag hair, we want to have the structure in the roots and the base of the wig. But I do want, for this specific style, to have movement at the bottom. So that is why I brush it throughout. So I don't lose a lot of the curliness of the hair, if you know what I mean. And it's basically a little bit of back and forth with teasing and brushing. Teasing and brushing. Until you can get it to that big style that you wanted. Obviously, we've all got different base shapes and bone structure. So for me, I know it can't be too big. Otherwise, it will swallow me and it doesn't look good at all. So yeah, I do tend to tease a little bit less than, you know, majority of drag queens would do. And also brush out maybe a little bit more if I find that it's too big for me, to be honest. So now that this section is done, I'm going to take a little bit more hair from the top. I tend to brush it when I bring it down so it doesn't, you know, tangle right away. We want to tangle it the way we want to tangle it, not the way it wants to tangle. There we are. And we're going to section a little bit more hair now and do the same process to get to the very front of the wig, baby. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and as you can see, I've teased the hell out of this wig. But it's all in the direction that I want it to go. So I've got the parting that I did in the beginning. The hair out here is big, the hair out here is bigger. So now it's time to start taming this wig. So I like to start from like the corners really, grab the hair and just start brushing out. As I said in the beginning, we don't want to brush out too much. We don't want to lose all that teasing we've done. The teasing is what's going to keep this wig in place.
Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door.
So now it is tamed quite a lot. So for me, I think I've taken a bit too much out. So don't worry, I just grab my teasing brush again, which is over here, and I will just go back in and tease a little bit more.
One thing certain, I'll always be yours. Is this with the air? But then I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
So now I want to mainly work on the front bit of the wig. So this is very important to get all that teasing into the root. Very, very important. At the front of the wig, I would say you could go teasing at the hair in any direction, really. So you could go back ways, you could go front ways. We're all going to smooth this out as much as we can. Another trick that I found really helped to smooth it is grabbing a hold of it, like anchoring the hair and just doing the bottom bits first. Always start brushing from the bottom, but if you anchor, you shouldn't lose that much of the tease that you've just created, basically. Okay, you guys, it's now been about an hour and a half of me teasing and placing the hair where I wanted, and I kind of landed on this style. It's kind of what I wanted, a little flick that comes a little bit in front of the face. I've got some volume in the roots on both ends because you've got to balance it out. It can't be like massive on here and nothing on here. Personally, I feel like it's going to be balanced out. And now it is time to start setting it into place. So first and foremost, if I do move the wig around like this, no hair is really falling out of place. It's staying all in place, which is what we need. As I said, the wig holds in place with the roots, not with the hairspray. It's with the backcombing, that's what holds it into place. But now I do kind of want to set it into place. So what I'm going to do is I've got my trusty Got2b hairspray, not sponsored but could be, and then I've got my backcomb brush. What I will do is I will grab the root up and hold it up there, spray the Got2b hairspray in it, and instantly go in with a hairdryer on a cool setting and hold it there for about 6 to 7 seconds. I'll do the first one now and I'll show you exactly how. And I've just finished hairspraying the hairline, putting it into place with a blow dryer and making it all seem a little bit more secure. Now, one thing I like doing is, you see, there could be like a little bit wispy hair. I don't tend to like that. So I get my same backcombing brush, douse it in Got2b, and just gently go over that hair. I then give the entire wig an entire full spray. And that is the wig done. I think I'll leave it like that. It'll just dry out now. Just leave it dry out. I'll give it a couple more sprays every now and then just to make sure it keeps secure. And all we have left to do now is basically just cut the lace. But I will do that later on. And I'll show you when the wig is on, the whole look, how it's going to look with the dress that I've made, the purple dress, and this wig. I'm really excited to try this on, guys. I think it's going to be incredible. I think it's going to look really good. So guys, the nails are now painted. I just got here at Dorothy's. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to get myself ready, get myself in the mug, get myself in the wig, in the dress. And I will show you very soon. I grabbed myself my snacks, as usual, you know, my drink and my straws, because I can't go without them. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this look now. I've worked hard on it all week, and now I finally get to show it off. So yeah, I'm excited. But I'll see you soon in the outfit. Alright you guys, I've just put my drag on now. I've got my hair on, as you can see. I've got my dress on, as you can see. And I will show you the entire look now. Let me just put my camera down quickly. There we are. I'm gonna step back so you can see it. And here we are. This is the entire look, guys. I am absolutely in love with it. I love the hair. I don't usually tend to do big hair like this, but I wanted to pull it off for once, and I made it myself, so I'm very proud. I love the dress. I love this little bracelet as well. It goes with it perfectly. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. If you've watched all the way through, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really had fun doing this one. I might do more like this, because it gave me motivation as well to start investing in new drag and making stuff myself. So yeah, thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll be back really soon with another video. Until then, see you soon.